Sasha for netbooknews.com, and I'd like to give you my more detailed review of the new RockMelt browser. I already did my hands-on like 2 or 3 days ago. I've been using this browser since it came out now, and I've been really using it all day long, and actually I really like it. Right? Even though it's a beta version, but I think it has really some potential. And I'm already a user of the Google Chrome browser on all of my netbooks because I think it's just the perfect browser for a netbook. It gives you a lot of extra screen real estate compared to a Firefox browser or to an Intel, not an Intel, but a Microsoft Internet Explorer. So let me just tell you what I really like about the RockMelt browser. First of all, I got so used to this Facebook connection. So if I want to talk to friends of mine, for example, over here is Evram from Laptop Mac, and I can immediately chat with him, and I can see what was going on his Facebook wall, right? So it's just really cool. Actually, I can use this little window over here, and I can even resize it to full screen. I'm using a high resolution display here. It's 1920 by 1080, so 1080p, and yeah, it's just pretty comfortable to see what's going on the Facebook wall, the friends of mine. What I also like is finally the Twitter connection. I had some problems in the first 2 days. It seems to work out right now. Is the way I can use Twitter. It's basically like a little Twitter client. Again, I can drag this out of the browser again, and for example, when I'm taking a look at the replies and people are chatting to me, I can see the whole conversation on Twitter. Like over here, oops, that was the share link. So when I'm clicking over here, you see all the tweets and replies I had with Amber, Mr. Structo, or when I'm talking to Lydia. Here, you can see the whole conversation. That's pretty decent. What's not working are the lists. I don't know why, but our lists are just not showing up at all. And it also, if someone would post a picture, there you go. It's immediately integrating the picture into this little into the tweet, so that's very comfortable, and I really got used to this. So I'm actually not using a Twitter client right now, even though that I'm a big TweetDeck fan. I also got a couple of plugins, Chrome plugins in here. Actually, they're not really working, so that's kind of disadvantage of RockMelt right now. This Google Mail plugin is just not refreshing. It's not telling you when I'm getting new mails. Also, when you have a couple of RSS feeds that you want to get on the sidebar, I have like Engadget over here, and here's Liliputing. It's getting kind of crowded, so you can't place a lot of RSS streams on this right sidebar. I'm also using a quick link to our WordPress backend, so I can immediately switch over to the backend and work on this. What I also like is the way you can share websites. For example, here's a new story from Sean from Engadget about the new Samsung dual-core CPU. So I'm just clicking it, shifting it up, and there you go. You can share it with Facebook and Twitter. And also what's cool is you can search for your Facebook friends. Look, I'm typing in Nicole, and there's Nicole Scott, and it immediately would open a little window to chat with her. It's not working on Twitter, so if I would type in any Twitter name, it's just not working. It's just working for Facebook. It would be really decent if they can also make it work for Twitter. Another plugin that I'm using is Feedly, which is also not showing me the updates. If any new stories coming up. So if you guys are sick and tired of the Google Reader, please try out Feedly. Feedly.com. It's reanimating your Google Reader. I just love it. It's kind of fetching all your data out of the Google Reader and is bringing them into a magazine style. So it's really cool. A couple of disadvantages, like I told you, the Twitter list isn't working at all. It's when you have a lot of screen real estate, when it's a high resolution, this browser is just perfect with all these little plugins and these little clients over here. But when you're using it on a netbook at 1024 by 600, you're just running out of space with these extra sidebars on the left and on the right. It's not supporting, as I said, the Twitter list. It's not supporting that I can search for Twitter followers or people that I'm following on Twitter, and a couple of plugins are not working. And sometimes it still has problems to connect to Twitter. Besides that, I think it's a fantastic browser. It has a lot of options, especially for people that are constantly connected to Facebook. You know, this is just the #1 browser right now. Even though this is an early beta version, I can highly recommend it. This is Sascha for netbooknews.com with a new RockMelt social media browser, social network browser, social whatever browser. I don't know, give it a name. I still like it. Thanks for watching.